And now, The Bonfire with Big J. Oakerson and Dan Soder.
Yeah, let's just dive right in, dude.
I was clapping my headphones.
Why are we dicking around?
I don't know.
It's The Bonfire, everybody. Comedy Central Radio, Sirius XM 95. Yeah, let that music play, Lou. Let it dance in our ear palates, into our ear holes. I'm Big J. Oakerson. That's Dan Soder.
Hi.
Hey, it's Monday. We're live. I'm feeling good. I had a good weekend. I had a fun weekend, man. I really did. I had a good weekend. Good shows, man.
You were in Ohio. I was in Illinois.
Liberty, Ohio.
You were in Liberty, Ohio. I was in Chicago. Ton of campers out at Chicago shows. I realized I didn't ask you this. Liberty, Ohio. Was there a Gary sighting?
No.
Okay.
There was a Gary's Friends sighting, though.
Gary's friend.
Yes.
We call that a Jim.
It was Jim.
Are you serious?
All my life. His name was Jim, I swear to God.
You know, my dad's alcoholic roommate, Jim, was the one that used to make, like, sculptures out of rocks and shit. And he just fucking blottoed all the time.
Jim's a great guy. Jim and his wife came out. They brought their 25-year-old daughter.
Hot?
It was very nice. But, 25-year-old daughter.
Did they offer her as tiding in an old Viking way?
It's funny.
Son of Gary!
You never...
Friend of Jim! I bring you my daughter! Fertile, big!
Friend of Jim.
Friend of Jim, son of Gary! I promise you this woman to give you seed. You can put your seed in her. But that's the snapback to the Me Too movement. It just goes completely back to the olden.
No, but no, they didn't offer to me as tiding, but they did. However, he did tell me a story
about Gary
that he told me I was.
That's perfect.
That I was allowed to use.
That's perfect Jim music.
I was allowed to use for material if I wanted.
There he goes. Yeah, this is pretty nuts. 80. I want to say 85. Your dad and I are half a teener down to some pure Colombian. We're drinking some Schlitz. Your old man decides to knock over a gas station. Well, I'm with him.
No. They're not friends like that. It's like more like newer friends in his life.
Oh, okay.
That he's had like
boardroom friends.
Yeah, people that I don't.
I always wonder what Gary's friends would have been like.
It's probably work friends. These are like probably his work buddies or something like that.
Because you get to see your dad's like get old shit, you know?
Yeah.
Where they start calming down. Because my dad was just hanging out with pure pieces of poop when he died.
Oh, yeah. No, this guy's a good guy. And his wife's cool. His daughter. But he was telling me a story about his daughter, like helping her move and he's saying in front of her.
Yeah.
Finding like her super tiny panties and being like weirded out by that. And then immediately the next bag he grabbed started vibrating, which is pretty funny because it wasn't a vibrator. It was like a toothbrush or something. I forget what it was. Whatever it was, it wasn't like what they thought.
That's funny.
But the joke of the story is to let us know. Goes, and then I was like, now I found her dildos, and you're like, yeah, she's using dildos. All right.
Oh, it's been a little bad bird. All right.
Did you bring her so you want me to like try to get her turned around or something?
Yeah.
What's going on here?
Because I was wondering if you'd like to experiment with her roadside motel style. So that was Liberty. Did you see Sean Patton at all?
On the flight, yeah, we flew out together.
Did you guys do that thing
we
where
ended up hanging it all?
Yeah, did you do that thing where like we're gonna get lunch and then you're just like, hey dude, I'm super tired, I'm probably gonna take a nap.
I don't know why I ever make any plans.
Don't ever. If you're a comic and you listen to the show, don't ever make plans with another comic because it's never.
I hung out for a little bit one day with Reese Leonard was the guy hosting for me, who I've worked with a couple times. Really, really funny kid, good kid. And him and Mary Santora, a girl comic from Cleveland. Like I hung out with them in the middle of the day for like an hour or so. Like one of the days.
When you leave,
but it's always. I'll tell you, I don't want. If I go hang out during the day, it's 100% of the time reluctant. It is.
Sometimes it's fun. Like I can think of. There's been a couple cities where I've been like, I definitely want to like get lunch, like with Bert in Calgary. We were both up in Calgary.
Sure.
It's like a Bert Kreischer or someone that lives in L.A.
It's in Calgary too. It's fucking nowhere.
There's sometimes though that you're like, we'll just.
I'm like, I got my video games. I have a show tonight.
Yeah.
Or there's 2 shows tonight.
That's tough, man. Because it's tough. You just want to. You don't want to leave the hotel. You get into this weird place when you're just on the road. Where you're like, I just want to fucking stay here and eat. And just be as comfortable as possible.
Just relax for a little bit. Yeah. Not do something.
Yeah. And then go out and dance.
But somebody, I feel bad too because people always like, hey man, if you want to get me to show you around to see the Cincinnati thing.
Well, I feel worse when there's comics, like, Chris DiStefano seems to go see so much shit when he's on the road. And Norman's like, hey, here I am at the museum. And I'm like, what the fuck? I took a nap and I walked to Chipotle and I felt like
I went rock climbing.
Yeah. You didn't do that? You gotta go play bumper cars when you're in. Yeah. I do, like, there's certain cities that'll do stuff. Austin, obviously during Moon Tower.
I got offered to feed a tiger.
Can we announce that?
Officially
announce it.
Oh yeah, that was a weird thing to cut in to tell you. I got offered to feed a tiger this weekend. You're like, can we announce that?
Can we announce that Jay's gonna feed a tiger?
I was gonna feed a tiger.
Why
didn't go? So I would have had to go to the zoo.
But dude, Jay.
All the zookeepers came on my Thursday night show.
Jay.
What?
You gave up an opportunity to feed a tiger?
It was raining. All day Saturday.
That's such a shitty
All day Saturday it was raining.
You got a chance to feed a fucking killing machine.
Oh, yeah. But you know, I also am down 2 games in my best of 7 series on NBA 2K.
I get it. Oh man, I remember one time I was working at Edmonton and I walked to get a Quiznos to come back and play more Xbox, and I was like, I'm a hero.
I left the house.
Yeah, I didn't
order it up here.
I'm a North American hero.
I do tend to do that. I will tend to go get food. Well, even if I come back to the place with it, just go.
Yeah, just get out and go get it.
Walk out somewhere.
And let's announce it. Not you feeding a tiger. Something
everyone, cool. I did not feed a tiger.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jay didn't feed a tiger. But
the Bonfire comes back to you, Austin, Texas, for the Moon Tower Comedy Festival.
Thursday, April 20th at 7 p.m. at Antone's in Austin, Texas. Good time, shitty day.
Good,
you know?
Venue.
420, it's good for stoners, sad for history folks.
Oh, what are you talking about? You don't celebrate Hitler's birthday with a little something?
Well, I mean, I'm more Columbine thinking, but yeah, I mean, Hitler's birthday sucks too.
I get a German hooker and I put cigarettes out on her back all night.
Es ist unser Wunsch und Wille, dass dieser Staat und dieses Reich
yeah.
You dig out your yarmulke? Did you have a bar mitzvah?
No.
You didn't?
No. Okay. Well, I guess if I wore a yarmulke, though, with a beret every day.
Yeah?
No.
Oh, why am I so dumb?
Yarmulke Jay. Did you wear a yarmulke growing up?
What do you mean? Not regular? No, I've been on a holiday.
Well, I think it's a defensive. Jesus Christ.
Why? What do you want to know? What are you asking?
Why? What's wrong? Why? You hate it?
What?
I did go to like religious school when I was younger. You had to wear it there.
At school?
Yeah, when I was a kid, like up until first grade, second grade.
Did you have your own, like, I see little kids now with like Yankee yarmulkes and...
Did you get it embroidered?
No.
Did you have Airwolf?
Oh, I was just going to say that.
Airwolf yarmulke?
Oh, how badass would that be? If we got you an Airwolf yarmulke, would you wear it?
Can I just tell you something? Our fans are insane. Insane in the most awesome of ways. I promise you.
An Airwolf yarmulke?
An Airwolf yarmulke is probably will be mailed out by next week.
Someone real quick told me that they mailed us a captain's hat. Did you guys get that?
Yet.
They said they mailed a captain's hat. And I was
there's a boy
on a western town. I would have loved to have worn a captain's hat.
Like the Captain and Tennille?
Yeah, goddamn right.
I've been listening to Metallica and the Captain and Tennille.
What, just interchangeable?
Yeah.
Are you getting, what?
I don't know what's going on.
What's going on? I mean, that is real fast and slow.
Jacob is super excited about Austin, Texas, because he loves that cowboy store.
Oh, yeah.
With such a passion.
What is it, Al's Boots?
Alan's Boots.
I'm sorry. Full name, Alan.
Yeah, Jacob knows right where, he knows the address and everything off the top of his head.
South Congress.
He loves it. You just want everything in there. Do you wish you lived a life that lends itself to wearing tucked in cowboy shirts every day, to jeans?
Jay, can I answer for Jacob?
Belt buckle, yeah.
Yes.
White t-shirt, jeans, and the boots and the hat.
Oh,
you don't want the button
shirt.
down.
No.
No shirt.
And then you want to ride home on your trusty horse or your pickup truck, get out, and then Deb in a sundress runs to you at the truck.
So wait.
I sent you pictures of boots that I would wear when I was in my vacation.
You want to be Chuck from Footloose.
Yeah.
The asshole who beat up Laurie Singer. Good for you, Jacob.
Come on.
Yeah, Jacob. At
That's
the bonfire.
the look for me.
At the Bonfire SXM to see Jacob's dream look.
Straddling a rodeo fence.
Yeah, look at you, Jacob.
Yeah.
What a hunk. What a Western hunk.
Yeah. Move along, little doggy.
Whoa, girl. Whoa, girl.
She smells something.
Whoa, girl.
I didn't tell you this. I'm a fourth Native American. I can smell where the water source is.
Sorry, the rain's making my shirt see-through.
Oh, God. Do you need me to help you? You turned your ankle? Do you need me to pick you up?
All right, well, we'll get you outfitted like that. Will you dress like that for the live bonfire on April 20th
hell
at
yeah.
7 p.m. at Antone's?
We all dress up for the show.
I mean, you're going to dress up like that.
Oh, yeah. Well, I always bring my country western.
Well, I'm going to have my hat.
Yeah, we have.
We'll have to do dusters this year. Finally, let's do dusters.
It's going to be so hot.
Let's do shirtless dusters.
I'll do dusters and tank tops.
Oh, dude, I'll do dusters and tank tops.
That'd be hilarious.
You want to do dusters?
Oh, yeah, totally. Dusters and tank tops.
I'm totally down to do dusters and tank tops.
That's absolutely.
Okay.
You have my word.
Oh, man, we got to get that match our hats, too. Oh, we're...
Dusters and
We
T-tops.
are gay.
No, what we do
Maybe
in
we
there is
are.
going to be gay.
Yeah. How hot would it be? 2 cowboys.
Did, anything interesting or wacky happen?
Interesting or wacky?
In
No.
Chicago?
I went to Chicago. There, I had a lot of Italian beef.
Did you?
There was a lot of campers, and I had a lot of Italian beef.
Good.
A lot of campers handed me some pat, and I had it. Yeah, it was fucking awesome. I mean, and then also the Cadbury egg drop this week, and that's a problem for me.
I never had, I think, a good Italian beef yet.
Oh, dude, I went to...
It's not like cheesesteak, right?
Petrillo. No.
Portillo's.
I went to Portillo's. I went to Mr. Beef.
Yeah.
And then they told me to try Al's in this other place that's on the same block.
Did you get some deep dish beets?
No.
So I always got to get a piece, I feel like.
I just went Italian beef.
No pizza? Just hot beef?
Hot. I kept saying it sounds like a sex act.
Hot, sick beef?
Hot Italian.
Did you ever have one of those goofy Chicago hot dogs where there's like, a pickle and a corn on the cobs in it and all that shit? Like an egg.
Yeah.
A whole pepper.
An old nickel.
Yeah.
Like, you never had a Chicago hot dog?
A tarnished nickel.
What I do is I get an old spring from my couch in the garage, and I put it on a hot dog.
I had
Oh, yeah, dude. Zach Soto giving the Spurs.
Oh, hell yeah.
Jacob, you still got those, right?
I got the Spurs, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, you got to wear those Spurs.
I wear the Spurs.
Okay. Ooh.
Hey.
So aggressive.
The Spurs belong to this guy. I had a couple weird things. Well, the funniest thing that happened is it is hilarious to still, even if I have a big crowd, it's not 100% my fans, it's going to be. If you get 80-20, I'm feeling great.
Oh, dude, I'll tell you, a 60-40 is fucking, when you're like, look out and you're like, okay, someone gets a reference where they laugh a little, you're like, all right, you guys fucking know who I am. And then the 40%, cause it's been for so long that it's been the other way, where it's like 70-30. And you've watched it, Bill.
Oh, sure. I had a couple of great ego kicks, on this one was, the first one, a guy outside came up, a big fan, big fan of mine. Was a little bit hammered. Fun guy though, and probably like maybe 50 years old, late 40s maybe. And we were just talking, everyone's in a circle sort of talking, and he was like, oh man, he's like, Jay, you are the fucking funniest stand-up comedian ever, man. And then some just lady who wasn't a fan of mine just went, what?
That's great. I like that.
Which, by the way, yeah, was hilarious.
Snaps you back to reality, or she's like, what the fuck are you talking about?
And then the other one, the guy was featuring for me, Adrian Cosby, funny dude, man. Really nice guy, got along with him well, but he just did one thing I never said anything to him about it, but on one of the shows, he asked the crowd, he was like, he goes, hey, how many people here are specifically here to see Big J? How many people here are specifically here to see him? And it was just like the question's weird, so even people that are might not clap, but it was like this weird, like, speckled clap throughout the room. I was really like,
and then, what was the point of it?
He was like, oh, y'all in for it.
Oh, okay. So he's probably doing it, it was probably coming from a positive place.
I'm not,
he was going
probably,
like this.
It's just it doesn't matter. It's just
but he didn't go like this. He go, who's here to see, clap if you're here to see Big J. All right. You doing the numbers, Tim? You got the numbers? You counted that? All right, I just want to make sure I did a little promotion
7
for the
people,
show.
everybody.
All right, well, he'll be out here with your mom fucked this and your guy did this. Voices. Oh, I'm talking about his big-headed co-host. Jay will be out here.
I know, and we don't have to call unless you want to, Dan, but George in Chicago just wants to know if you remember your fly being down at your meet and greet. I mean, it wasn't on purpose, and get over it, everybody.
Oh, I think it's hilarious. Yeah, I've got a couple DMs where people are like, dude, your fly was open Saturday night when you were meeting people between shows.
I don't care. It's on purpose.
My dick wasn't hanging out. If my dick was hanging out, I'd be like, I am sorry. I need this time to be with my family. No, my fly was open.
You should be like, I don't do that. He goes, my dick does that if it gets warm.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't know the gremlin was trying to crawl out. Should have told me. I'm surprised you didn't see the red in its eye.
Talk about a horse coming out of the stable.
My fly was down and I took some pictures and I look, there it is. And I look like I have a vagina. Like a nice denim pussy.
You're giving a good Chicago face in that picture.
Hey, how are you?
Hey.
I'm Kyle Farina. I'm Dennis Farina's son.
I play the polka.
You don't realize that when you take pictures. I never zip my fly. Well, I do, but like I'm really bad at it.
Before I walk on stage, every time before I walk on stage, if you are listening and you see me live and you watch me getting ready to walk to the stage, I always check my zipper.
And if you see me live, you'll see me do
sometimes.
You'll see me do the Sammy Sosa kiss. There we go. This one's for you. No, that's smart to check. Maybe I should start doing that because I went out there and did a whirlwind publicity tour.
Yeah, with your fucking dork peeking.
Yeah, with my dick breathing through it.
So a good weird story of something.
All right, now let's get to it. We've done 20 minutes of kissing.
This is at the bar before my second show Saturday.
Okay, last show of the weekend. You're feeling good.
I see sitting at the bar waiting for the late show. This is during the early show. I see at the bar our good friend, our buddy Tyler Mowry.
Yeah.
Also, I know him from, social media and everything. He's
camper.
Big fan of the show. Big camper. Great.
Great dude.
Awesome kid. And he's come to see me all over Ohio. He drives a couple hours.
And I met him in Cleveland.
Gets hotels, great stuff, dude. Just to stay the night up there and like go see wherever he is. He's really, really good kid. And I know he likes to bring people to hey, this is like, one of my favorite comics and, come see him. He brings his father-in-law to the show, and I meet this guy before the show, and they're sitting at the bar. They seem lovely. He's like, nice to meet you. We shake hands. It's very nice. Now the show starts. Second show starts. They're supposed to be in the showroom. I go out front of the club, and I see the father-in-law walking around on the phone, looking like a little angry, almost on the phone, like he's not getting good news or something.
Oh boy.
And then I go back into the show. I go on stage most of the show. Now, because they set them right up front. They sit Tyler's right against the stage, which I hate that the club did that.
Why did the club do that, or did he ask to do that?
Maybe. I don't know. If he did, I just don't like people I know.
It's weird. Well, it just changes the whole dynamic.
Well, I know he's seen some of these jokes.
Yeah, and
you know what I mean? Like, for sure.
And it's different. When people are like, I know, because some people are very nice about it. They're like, I love your jokes. And you're like, that's fine.
Right.
I mean, but as comics, you're like, you never want to see that because I always say that's why Comedy Works, which is easily one of the greatest clubs in the country, if not the greatest club in the country, for me suffers because I always look out and see someone I know and you're like, fuck, well, there we go.
Sure.
I went to fucking middle school with this guy and he's watching me talk about jerking off under a train.
Yeah, I want them there. But
yeah,
I don't want to see them.
But there's a different, and if you're a fan, it's like, we love that you're there. And that's why you just want to get to the point where.
But the familiar faces, you're like, well, I want to talk to someone that I'm telling this to for the first time, you believe. Or
because if
somebody I don't know, that it's a fresh thing.
But when someone's hearing it for the first time, it helps you tell it better because you're like, you don't know all these things.
Luckily, actually, Tyler, that kid happened to be there for my training story I tell. It's in my set now. So he was there for that, so that was kind of fun to use him.
Yeah.
Which is almost the time that I started looking down at him for the first time of the night.
Okay.
Which is a little deeper into my show. And I see now the dad, because I looked down a couple times and I'd see the dad just not watching the show. I thought he just wasn't enjoying it. I'm sure I was like, he probably got some argument on the phone. Now he's just kind of like, I'm just waiting to leave.
Yeah.
Now, But they did tell me they were spending the night out there, which I thought was odd. Sitting across from them. So picture. So it's Tyler in the front and his dad his father-in-law next to him.
Mm-hmm.
But behind him, if you're looking at the stage.
Got it.
There's a 4-top table. They're on one side of it. The other side, 2 women that just happen to be there. One of the women happens to be the one that said, "What?" outside when, I was like, "You're the best comic ever, man." I was like, "What?" These 2 young ladies who, I was bullshitting with at points from the stage. Now, when father-in-law perks up, it's to start hitting very wildly and obnoxiously on these 2 chicks.
I kind of like it.
One of them specifically, he's got his phone up. He's like, "Come on, tell her she should come hang out."
What are you saying that to the women, and you're talking?
Yeah.
You're not like interacting with them.
No.
So you're just like telling a joke, and then they're under you going like, "Come on, in the front row."
Yes.
"Come on, baby, show us your goods."
Dude, he is catered.
I mean, seriously, what's this guy bumbling about? I don't know. I don't care about these people's sex lives. I care about your sex life. But I want to get in your sex life.
He was almost like, I would say, I'm like, "Oh yeah, you guys should totally hook up with this stranger guy that's hammered."
He's right. You're right.
Yeah,
hey.
that's what he did. He'd look at me and be like, "Goes right."
Hey, Huge Oakerson. What's his name? Big J? I don't care. I'm gonna call him Huge.
Yeah, I'm a happy
funny.
camper.
It is funny though when a guy's too drunk to think you're wingmanning him when you're sort of almost making fun of him too.
Yeah, you're going.
Like, yeah, you should totally go home with this guy. He's not going to go home and like puke in your bush or anything. Like, you're totally fine.
And he goes, he gets it.
Yeah, he does. He's like, "Yeah, girls, I'm fine. Why are we going?"
So he just, how did you interact with that? Because
for one, I was double checking that he was single.
Cause you're like father-in-law, but
I want to tell the story.
Yeah, that's the thing about that is like when there's disruption in the show like that, and it's unintentional, you have to address it every time.
Oh yeah.
Halfway through, I think like the 11 o'clock, the last show of the Saturday night, the 11:15, these 2 women just took a selfie with the flash on in the middle of a bit. And I'm like, so "What bizarre. The fuck are you doing?" And they're like, "Oh, sorry." I go, "Did it come out all right?" And they go, "No." I go, "All right. Let's wait till I'm going to another depressing story for you to fucking take a picture."
Remember when we were that was our big thing at when we saw War on Drugs, remember?
Yeah.
It's like, "This is about us right now."
Yeah.
Group photos.
Hey, War on Drugs, all right, I guess.
So they would give us the camera. Just jumping into the fucking. That would make me so angry.
But
yeah, so he's hitting on them like.
Is he single?
Yeah, he's single. I guess like the mother-in-law are getting divorced.
She's been served with papers.
Yeah, it's something like that. But he's like, I don't know what he's trying to do. Like, bring him to fuck him in the hotel room. I mean, I'm assuming nothing went down because after the show, Tyler was still there and he had no fucking clue. No clue where the father-in-law was.
That's got to be.
He wandered off like on the phone, just like stumbling around, like.
That's got to be a scary call to make if you're Tyler to your wife. Where you're like, "I don't know where your dad is.
Your dad's missing.
Your dad's missing.
He was trying to get elbow deep in some Irish scrunge
during Jay's closer." You're like, "All right, I'm gonna get out of here," and he's like, "Hey, we should get out of here."
Oh yeah, dude, he was ripped. He was like rock roaring drunk. And again, it's so interesting. What I find interesting, why I bring it up, aside from it being like a really funny story, is, and I'm always comes back to you and Christine, and I think maybe Lou is this experience too, DJ Lou, is that I don't know, I've never seen like a figure like that's supposed to be like, above me, like authority, like parent, step parent, anyone, really, with any consistency, and almost not at all ever, just like that weak drunk, like,
"Oh, get the fuck out of here."
Like, it's like,
that's how
I've never had my dad go to me and goes, "Son, I love you, right? Come on."
Dude,
like weird, like.
He has to be in the room to say that. That's the tough part for me. he was a couple states west.
No, but I mean, he was saying it's like weird, like when he's talking to you, he goes, "Yes," and
my
mom. Like a drunken love festy type thing, even. I mean, come here, who's gonna sit with her baby? And
I kind of had an opposite experience when I was like 11 to 15, where my mom and her boyfriend would get drunk and they'd get mean and they'd start out meaning each other. And then I was just the person there to be like, "I know you're hammered and I know you don't mean this, but this is fucking making me angry." Yeah. He was like, "Fuck you. Why do you suck at school?" You're like, "I don't know. I don't like school." I'm like, "Why don't you like school, you fucking idiot?" And you're like, "I don't know. It's just can I go play basketball outside?" And they're like, "Did you do the fucking dishes right? You do the dishes right?" You're like, "You're hammered."
Nuh-uh.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, dude.
And you'd have to say you guys are hammered?
No, I mean, I wouldn't say you're like.
But you just know they're just drunk and
yeah, dude, they used to have
teeing off on you? That's so weird.
They used to have fucking, pint glass of, my mom's boyfriend used to straight up drink a pint glass size of, screwdriver. Like mostly vodka. just get fucking hammered and talk shit.
That's so weird. And
It's the worst.
And like, that's the person who's making rules for you? That's so bizarre.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
Is it scary?
No, it's just more like you just get angry and then you just think they're pathetic. You're like, you're just fucking dumb. Like, shut the fuck up.
But isn't that scary?
But then it gets, like, sad.
But you have to respect them, though, too.
I didn't respect my mom's boyfriend at all.
They set a curfew for it. No, but I'm saying your mom. Like,
I respect my mom, but I didn't respect her boyfriend.
I know, but your mom's in there and just seeing her in, like, that state of, I'm not shitting on her. I'm saying, like, I don't know.
I mean, she's mortified by it now because she got her shit together.
She is. She can't believe she did that in front of you.
She's like, dude, there's been times where she's like, like, out of nowhere, she'll be like, fucking, I really fucked up when you were like 10 to 16. She's like, I'm really sorry. And you're like, yeah, thanks. I appreciate it. Kind of sucked, but, you know.
Like, now drive, you faggot.
Yeah. Now go give me a blanket like you used to, you fucking pussy. But like, I think kids of alcoholic parents, and Christine is a child of an alcoholic, like, you get them blankets all the time, they fall asleep, like, they do shit where you're kind of like, come on.
But it makes it,
they're so,
put your parent to bed is a very common child of an alcoholic thing. Where
they're
you're like,
so weak. It shows them so weak.
I mean, yeah, it does. It shows them weak. It's even worse when your mom, dude, my mom got hammered one time and just fell asleep and you're like, I'm pretty sure if I look, her vagina's hanging out. You just had to like, Toro with a blanket where you're like over your eyes, like I'm not looking, and then you just drape it and you're like, you know, she's just hammered on the couch.
I mean, my mom was getting spit roasted by local sergeant lieutenants from the force. So I'm not saying I, didn't have my own thing, but like, I never viewed her.
You never saw her fucked up.
As just that weeks of a state, like that week of a place where like.
It was weird because I don't really know if I thought it was weak as much as I just like knew they were fucked up. Because most of my parents were alcoholics. They're just like, you just know you're fucked up right now.
No, I know, but they're like, exactly, they're gonna like nod off.
The only time my dad ever got, like testy with me, my dad was like a real fun guy. It was one time it's the only time I ever knew he was drunk. Like, my dad, you could never tell when he was drunk.
Oh, really?
And the one time I could tell he was like, kind of a dick, I was like, and that was near the end, where like maybe the sauce had turned on him.
Really?
Yeah. But you just like, cause I never knew when my dad was drunk. My mom was like, your dad was drunk all the time.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, dude, you die of cirrhosis at 48. You put in some fucking time.
That's pretty good. That's true.
Well, it's also sped up by Hep C.
Jacob,
it
strikes me as your household wasn't full of alcoholics, probably, was it?
No. So you guys, neither one of you guys saw your parents
getting whacked on the Chevets? I saw my stepfather drunk once.
And you thought it was like cute and funny, right?
No, it was terrifying.
Why? Was he mean?
Because he drank to like show my mom why he shouldn't drink. So I think he went in with that fun, which by the way,
that's terrible.
I have adopted so many of like my stepfather's like qualities, like, and now as an adult, I would do the same exact thing. He was saying I didn't want to drink.
Yeah.
And she was like, it's like, you can't just have a little to drink. You can't. And whenever he decided he got angry about it, he's like, no, totally, I'll totally drink. And he's like, plow, plow, plow. And then, at the end of the night, it was like they were in a big, big fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was happy. But that was literally the only time I've ever seen Joe even drink any alcohol, let alone,
I would say,
get drunk.
3 to 4 nights a week I'd watch my mom get fucked up.
You'd watch her get fucked up.
I was sitting there. I didn't go.
Pour me another Quebo.
Dude, I used to make it. Dude, you guys, I told you that story. I learned how to make her favorite drink before she got home.
Yeah.
Southern Comfort Manhattan. I was 9 years old. I learned how to make that shit. Dude, my mom would walk in and I'd have a fucking SoCo on the rocks
now,
right
Mom,
there.
About my birthday party.
Nah, fuck that. Wasn't nothing about me. Wasn't nothing about me. Just get her that drink and then fucking clear the area. I'd go downstairs and play fucking Sega.
She swirls it with the finger.
Dude, man, my mom, she'd have it. For her, I don't think she thought it was cruel or anything. She was like, "Oh, cool." I was like, "Hey, thanks, dude."
She was, look at this little motherfucker.
She goes,
I'm crazy.
What a son of a Gary, just bartending his own ma, and straight up. I forget the recipe now, but I could make a pretty good fucking SoCo Manhattan.
And you always give yourself one little
Well, no, I didn't, because the reason I hated that shit, and I couldn't drink SoCo till I was I did a shot of SoCo when I was 25.
As long as it doesn't hurt going down.
It doesn't hurt at all.
Else.
But I had a bad memory to it, because like we were talking about that earlier, where you drink spiced rum, I can't drink spiced rum again. When I was little, I was outside playing baseball in the street, and it was the summer, and I was fucking sweating. We got late, and so I was out till 9 p.m. and I ran the house, and was like, and I opened the refrigerator, and I thought it was a glass of iced tea because it was that color, and I fucking downed it, and it was a SoCo Manhattan. I was like, it was the worst. So I couldn't.
And then you went outside again, and you were like, I don't know, we don't need fucking lights. Throw the fucking ball.
Yeah, I go, guys, hit me with the ball. Let's play a new game.
The fucking ball. If you could hit me, I won't punch you in the face.
I won't hit you with the bat. You gotta hit me with the ball, and I won't hit you with the bat. They go, Dan is a bad drunk. He's 9, but he's a bad drunk.
His games don't even make sense.
So I think it's kind of like, it's almost weird to me. I don't know if you feel the same, Christine, but it's almost weird to me to hear like you and Jacob be like, yeah, I never saw my parents fucked up. You're like, weird.
Crazy what you're telling me. My parents have bottles of alcohol that I remember from a kid. They're still unopened.
My grandmother's house
too. Point out if you're drinking.
Dude, all my friends will back up. All my friends will back me on this. My recycling bin when I was a kid was one of the saddest things in the world. You're like, oh my God, it's just 175s of SoCos. It's just cashed.
No shit.
Yeah, and bottles of vodka because my
your mom drank SoCo like she was following Skinner around on tour.
Trish throw down. Now she drinks Manhattan.
What's up, Dan? Turn that up. Mr. Saturday Night's special. Get it back and let's do it again.
She pulled her shit together when her and Joe broke up. Like, she stopped, like, getting as fucked up. But then she started letting us get fucked up at the house, and that was awesome.
I don't know why your mom on a couch wearing a fall-off-the-shoulder shirt singing Mr. Saturday Night Special. It's just a Saturday night. It's a special.
But you guys, like, what?
Is this Tyler Mowry on the phone, Black Lou?
I don't know. I just noticed that when Black Lou types on the caller screen, he has a Samuel L. Jackson in Jurassic Park-like intensity.
Oh,
we could have him have a billowing cigarette the entire... Is it? It is Tyler?
Oh, yeah. Tyler, you there, buddy?
Yeah, how you doing?
Hey, Tyler.
Did you find your father-in-law?
More importantly, did he fuck?
Did he get that poo-nine?
Well, it was funny, those two girls that sat across from us, they went up to the room because I had the free water the hotel gave us, those little shitty bottles of water.
Uh-huh.
And I was giving them both a bottle, and we went up there. He was standing on the 3rd floor in front of the door and couldn't find the hole to put the card in, but he just scanned it.
Yeah, it's not a hole punch. It's not one of the hole ones.
Oh, great.
And he's like, I've been standing here for a fucking hour trying to figure out how to open my fucking door.
Because he thought it was a keyhole?
Yeah.
God bless him.
And it wasn't even the right card. It was his credit card.
He goes, do you know that people are carrying around computers in their pockets?
What the hell? Where those girls were completely freaked out by him. What did they do when they saw him standing like a zombie in the middle of a hotel hallway?
Well, he went in there and he tripped over his bag and fell on the floor, and that's where he laid until about 8 o'clock in the morning.
No shit. Great. So he just did the I'm drunk, pass out right when I hit the floor kind of technique.
Yeah, and then that was an awkward ride home that next day. It was he
Was he hungover?
Oh yeah, I was supposed to. I'm the one that bought the hotel. I bought the tickets. I bought like the whole thing because he is going through a divorce, and I was kind of doing it for him, hoping he wouldn't get that shit face.
Yeah,
but I love too. Tyler told me earlier in the night too that earlier he gave him like the father-in-law gave him like you're not going to be able to keep up with me drinking, son. You're about to learn a lesson, like one of those vibes.
Dude, my favorite is a comic did that with me in Nashville when I was like at my full powers, when I was really going hard. And Nate was with us, and Nate told the comic, he's like, I don't think you want to do that, man. And he's like, no, I'm going to drink with you, Soder. I'm going to drink. I'm going to show you something. End of the night, it was me and Nate borrowing an old man's wheelchair to get this comic to his hotel room because he was so heavy, like we couldn't pick him up, and like we had to carry him up to his room. He was non-responsive. He was fine in the morning, super hungover, but
no shit.
It was that kind of shit talking where he goes, let's see if you can hang with a real drinker. You're like, I got a problem, dude. You can jump in this, but I'm telling you right now, this is what I do to stop the pain.
By the way, we didn't really fully dig into it, and I think as I'm saying it now, like an idiot saying it back, I think it makes total sense. He's going through a divorce. It's pretty fresh, Tyler, yeah?
Like 3 days before.
Oh,
yeah. So so that's whatever the phone call was that he took outside when he was sitting at the table. And I said that was the face of like, I got nothing now. By the way, that made DJ Lou laugh too much. DJ Lou sat in too many rooms by himself going, that's all I got. If fucking if Pearl Jam breaks up, I'm just gonna probably kill myself in the toilet.
If I see a post that Eddie Vedder's gone, I'm gone. I'm gonna follow Eddie.
Hey, if Eddie Vedder ever dies, you better dig 2 plots. Because this guy's going right next.
You can call it 10 and 20. I don't know. I was trying to be creative. It's my vitology. Dude, that's tough, Tyler. So you were doing it as a son-in-law to be like, come on, get out of your head. Let's go have fun.
Yeah, because my wife was going to come with me, and then she stayed back, and I took him, and then it ended up being the worst decision of my life.
But let me tell you the difference between taking your wife and not taking your wife. Those girls getting hit on. Because if his daughter's there, do you think he would have hit on those girls in front of his daughter?
Yeah. He doesn't give a shit.
All right, good for him.
No, dude,
he's going through a divorce.
He was.
This is his third one.
His third divorce?
Yeah.
Oh, that's Trish territory, dog.
Oh, wait, so he's not even going through a divorce from your wife's mom.
No, it's her second stepmom.
Oh, the backup to the backup? That's the Steve DeBerg.
Third string?
Yeah. Oh, no, man. I was just going to say, old man, strong arm, Jeff George? All right. Yeah, that's fucking rough.
Oh, shit. He's getting his third divorce? Oh, that's good. And, dude, he was he was hurling, he was throwing overhand... clobbering rights at these chicks.
He doesn't know how to. The game is different, and he's been successful 3 times.
And one of them looked like Patrick from SpongeBob with glasses. I almost said that because she's the one that said right when she said what when there's
because she doesn't think you're the greatest comedian of all time or in the world, not of all time.
No, they were both actually nice enough girls, but they were they were uncomfortable.
Yeah. Oh, I bet. I mean, well, he's also coming with that freshly divorced energy.
Yeah.
That's some real, I want to fuck you, and I want to fuck you right now. Let's fuck in a broom closet energy.
What did the girls do, Tyler, when they just got water and like stepped back over?
Stepped on his back?
The SpongeBob looking girl was trying to go up to the 5th floor and see your Reese buddy, because she's the one that liked the black dick.
Oh, the Adrian dude.
Yeah, Adrian, yeah, because she's like, he keeps messaging me on Facebook, wants me to come up to
nice.
His room.
Yeah. Adrian's like, come on, man.
So that's hilarious. So your father-in-law never got any weird, strange.
No, but the worst part about that whole trip was like on the way back, I was driving his car, and he just kept telling me the whole time, like he's sleeping, like, oh, you have no idea how much I appreciated you doing this. And I was just like, dude, you need to stop your shit faces. Don't start.
Yeah, that's really true. It's like, you're almost like, yeah, you made it kind of shitty, actually. Like, you almost had to babysit him a little bit.
Yeah, and that's why they kept like, can you know where he's at? I'm like, at this point, he's 45 years old. If he can't take care of himself drunk, I don't think I can.
Yeah, that might be it for road trips. Unless you're like planning on going to kill a hooker or something.
But it's always fun when you find out who you can do that with and you can't do that with.
But it's gotta be weird with your father-in-law. When your chick's dad?
Yeah, that is real weird.
Like if I just got lost with Christine's dad somewhere and sent him back into a spiral.
He's just all like, hey,
he's like, Christine, this guy's pretty good. I don't mind that he's going knees behind the ears on you. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, baby girl?
Morning, Julia.
Hey, Julia.
Come on, Julia.
I'll make you feel like a woman, a real woman.
What's the creepiest thing you overheard your father-in-law saying to those girls at the table? Because he was going hard.
Well, he wasn't really saying words, I really don't think. I think he just kept saying, come on. And then...
Oh, dude, that's so great.
Come on.
I know I know a drunken come on. That was my plea and fucking, when I was a young man. Come on.
I think he's right, too, because I think what he was doing was, I think he wanted to fuck the one that was directly across from him.
Not SpongeBob.
So he'd go to, it's Patrick from SpongeBob, everybody.
Sorry.
He'd go to SpongeBob, and he'd almost be like, tell her, come on.
Come on. It's good.
He's telling the one, come on, and he's telling the other one to tell the other one to do you tell her to come on? Not you. You don't come on.
That's my favorite fucking Kingpin line of Big Irma McCracken where he goes, hey. Not you. You. Hey.
Hi.
Let's take our first break. Tyler, thanks for calling in.
Thank you, guys.
I'm glad it worked out. I'm glad he's still alive.
Thank you for being such a loyal, great camper.
He didn't kill those 2 girls. Everybody was hoping for an update.
And we'll be right back. It's the Bonfire.
And now, back to the Bonfire with Big J. Oakerson and Dan Soder.
Hey, you boys party?
Hey, maybe another SoCo, Manhattan, Big Ed.
Dan, I bet your little Mexican friend here can't take my panties off with his teeth.
I bet your big dumb Polak friend can't knock me out.
Your mom fights your big dumb Polak friend?
It's the Bonfire.
Grabinski, is it? Grabinski? Is that what this fucking noodlehead's name is? Cool.
Hey, screen on a submarine. I'll fucking knock your block off.
Can I tell you something? Your daddy was the pussy a lot like you.
You know what's weird is I went over to your house to borrow a cup of sugar and I smelled 3 pussies in that house. This was me, your mom, and your dad.
Yeah, you get what I'm saying? Your Papa Bear's soft.
Yeah, soft like sponge cake. Anyways, Bonfire, Comedy Central Radio, Sirius XM 95. I'm Dan Soder. That's Big J. Oakerson. Yeah, I mean, you know, the shooting in Florida was a major news story. But this weekend it came out that a security guard at Stoneman Douglas High in Florida was armed and was just standing outside for minutes doing nothing during the school massacre. The reason I bring this up...
He's finishing a butt.
Yeah, he's all... I'll get in there after the third pop. But he, just like any cigarette smoker when they find the excuse to stay outside.
He goes, come on, man, this is my 7 minutes too.
He goes,
don't ruin this, guys.
This son of a bitch when he hears it. But the guy's name is Scott Peterson, which is the reason I bring it up. I think it's so fucking funny.
It's a rough name.
It's a rough name twice over.
It's Scott Peterson.
Because if you don't know, there was a woman murdered named Lacey Peterson. Her torso was found chained with weights at the bottom of a lake. She was pregnant. Her arms, head, and legs were cut off. And it linked back to her husband, Scott Peterson, who I believe is doing time for it. Is he doing life?
Yeah, he just did an interview recently.
But he died.
It didn't make a lot of news.
And a lot of lonely women want to fuck them. But anyways, he's a murderer. He's a monster. And this guy's name's Scott Peterson, and he's a coward.
And this guy dropped 1 T off of his name, Scott.
Yeah.
Probably to not be associated with the piece of shit Scott Peterson. Yeah, and now this guy's the piece of shit Scott Peterson.
No, double T Scott's the one that murdered his wife. I'm single T Scott. I look after kids. And then now he's like, I'm single T Scott. I didn't go into the action.
Is this an odd gray area here? Is he a piece of shit? Or is he a coward?
I don't know. That's the whole thing.
Or is he a guy who's just like, do you freeze up? I mean, you'd love to think you wouldn't freeze up there, but...
Can I just say this real quick? Scott with 2 T's is a handsome motherfucking man.
Oh, hell yeah.
It's Scott. The Today Show is spelling him Scott with 1 T as well.
Oh, maybe that guy changed his name like this to be more evil.
Or to get the runoff puss. So, all those women that are writing him letters on death row.
Oh God, I thought you were in jail. I got out.
He goes, you look different. No, I'm a cop now, so I'm paying back for my sins.
Is what it is.
I'm a bad boy.
I'm a bad boy.
Do they let felons be cops?
But yeah. So I think that's a great question.
Yeah, it's like,
are you a piece of shit? What do I do there?
Oh, dude,
I got a stupid handgun, and these kids are in there mowing a place down with AR-15s.
Yeah, I mean, I think you have to. There's a football coach that shields his students. There's like, you got to run in there.
That's fucking intense.
You got to run in there.
That's intense. You hope to think that you do all those things.
Yeah, you're right.
Man.
You don't know. You don't know if you might lock up. You might fucking shit your pants. Like, I'm sure anyone that pisses their pants in those kind of moments isn't like, I'm going to pee my pants if a gun's pulled out.
There's no way to make sure a cop
I did the story on
can do that
on This Not Happening about getting a gun pulled on me, but I just reacted. I had the joke in the story about it. I just reacted like hi, like hi, and like okay.
But you told me off air that you tell that only for comedy's sake.
Oh,
that
really?
when you did it, you grabbed the front of the gun and put it to your forehead and said, "You better make sure the first bullet kills me, motherfucker."
I go, Habla inglés? I am el diablo. You better put me down. You better put me down. Shout out to Joe Belinsky for letting me borrow the Ari Shaffir shirt. He sent me the Ari Shaffir shirt.
Better make sure I'm good and dead, motherfucker.
You better hit brainstem or I'm coming back on you.
If I got one breath left in me, I'm going to use it to rip your fucking head off.
So is this his boss talking about this video?
This is him, I believe. I think this is his response to being called a coward.
Okay.
No, is that him?
This is him. Play it.
But what I saw was...
no, Scott Israel.
A deputy arrive at the west side of Building 12.
We'll pause it real quick. He starts shitting on him. He goes, what I saw was what I thought was a man. Turns out was a little lady with a cap starter.
I couldn't tell in the sunlight that silhouette was indeed wearing a skirt, at least metaphorically.
I don't know if maybe he had borrowed his wife's panties and was wearing them, maybe some leggings. I was unaware that Officer Peterson peed sitting down, and I learned that the day of the shooting.
I didn't know it was some back alley half a fruit noodle slurper. I thought that there was an adult masculine man who had a hero streak in him.
Full shithead and just burying this guy.
What I believed I saw was a man.
I mean, I knew I had met his wife on several instances, and she did look dissatisfied, both sexually and romantically.
I didn't notice in the distance that there were two pigtails coming off of his head, so you can hold them like handlebars when you really mouth-fuck that whore face.
I was completely unaware that he kept a jump rope in his locker to skip rope. I thought it was for cardiovascular reasons. Didn't realize it was because he was playing double dutch with his other 9-year-old girlfriends.
He was having time hearing because his eardrums got perforated from the jaw job he was throwing at a guy last night in the glory hole.
I bet he was making sure his asshole was in one place after getting boofed. Go back to the... Yeah.
Take up a position, and he never went in.
Fetal position? I told him to take up a position. He goes, this is a position. I'm going to hide. This position is going to be in the dumpster. If anybody needs me.
I'm going to make myself as small as possible.
He's peeking out at the top of it.
He acts like a statue. How big of a coward can you be?
He goes, the kids ran right past at one point. He acted like a statue.
It's so fucked up. He's just like,
how long can you stand still? Is that a cop? No, that's the founder of our that's the founder of our county.
It's like a Scooby-Doo movie.
Yeah, Jonas McFlorida.
The statement quoted Peterson that when the gunfire first erupted, he thought the shots were coming from outside, which is why he took up a tactical position.
You know what? I'm going to get me to a rooftop, get the higher ground, really snipe this guy. Hey, you only have a pistol, man. He goes, yeah, no, I'm good, though.
I'm a dead shot. I'm a dead shot from 100 yards.
You don't know who you're talking to, man. I just got to get about a mile away from this, though. I need to do a lot for some wind.
It's like my bullets to drain.
He goes, what were you possibly doing? He goes, did you ever see the movie Wanted? I was going to curve the bullets around.
I was going to hop down onto a car, backflip, bullet around the side.
Wait a second. And I have a question during this, Officer Peterson. While all this torture and massacre is happening inside, where were you? He goes, we were, inverted.
Let's watch the rest. It's only a minute clip.
Scott Peterson, without pay, pending an internal investigation. As is his right, Scott Peterson chose to resign because he has the necessary time with the agency and meets the requirements of retirement after being briefed by Internal Affairs.
This guy is probably going through hell.
He's going to retire because he was too afraid to go in.
Yeah, again, it's one of those things where this is going to be a book that comes out in 20 years and everyone's going to be like, did you read the book about Scott Peterson? I'm like, I know, he tied her body to a
It's called You're a Scared.
It's called Never Scared.
Never Scared.
Say it! You want to break me down? All right, I'm afraid. For the first time in my life, I'm afraid.
That's a tough place to be because people oftentimes with school shootings or mass shootings like this, the killer is obviously...
People frown on them.
Yeah, they really don't like him. This guy was really...
They're not the same hit they were in 99.
Back in the 90s when alt rock was big, these could really push an album.
You don't want to hear no EDM song that's going to make you shoot up a school. Let the beat drop.
Yeah, man, this fucking guy's going through hell right now.
Yeah, I feel for him a bit, but
but you're also like, why didn't you fucking do something?
I guess, don't... Look, man,
it's
I
almost
never
like,
even batted around the idea of being a cop, because I don't think...
Wait, you don't... Black Lou saying what? You don't believe?
I'm kind of with the guy because he's like a 33-year veteran. This guy's about to retire. You really want him to run in and
that's the diehards.
With a handgun versus an AR-15.
That's a black train of thought right there. That's the guy in the movies. There with
backup. He by himself. He don't know what this kid looks like. You know what I mean?
That is the more rational.
That's the hackneyed movie thing. He goes, oh man, it's your last day on the force. He goes, you want to go take this last call with us? He goes, yeah. Hey,
he goes, what is it, high school? He goes, last time I checked, by April, these kids are out of school. I'm just kicking up my feet. I got nothing. I'm retiring after this school year. He's like,
and as you're holding him, as you're holding him, Black Louie goes like, oh man, he goes, never got that gold watch, huh?
He goes,
oh God,
you should have just stayed outside the tactical position.
Luis is gonna be so pissed. Why didn't you stay tactical?
I should stay tactical.
Man. But you know what? I said to myself, Scott, you stay tactical.
I'm telling you right now.
They're going to call you a pussy. If this ever... They're going to say you're a pussy. No one understands tactical positioning.
If this ever gets to single T Scott Peterson, you better call your biography Tactical Position. Or else it's not.
The world just wasn't ready to hear a man not get involved and say that he was in a tactical position.
This is what I get for going against defense is the best offense.
You see, other guys were going to funnel them out here to, oh God.
Oh, I should have just...
It was tactical.
I was going to act like a statue.
It's a lot to explain. They were flanking 20 clicks. You guys don't know what clicks are.
Yeah, but I mean, you got to think like, you're the parents of one of these kids. You're like, motherfucker, why are you at the school then? If you're at the school, that should be the first thing.
And why aren't you a tactical position officer? Maybe I'll ask you that.
What?
The cop just turns back on the teacher. The parents are like, why wouldn't you go in there and save my kids? Why wouldn't you learn how to get in tactical position?
Because I'm sorry, do you know how to flank a tactical position?
Do you understand tactical position? I don't think you do.
Officer Peterson, you just keep saying tactical position.
I was tactical position. He's in a robe. Right now he's in a robe. Fucking walking into a wall. It's tactical position. I was lining myself up to make the big kill. I was going to be the hero. In his mind, he was going to be the hero.
Just wait here. He's going to walk right into this.
You think he was outside doing stuff? Like, I wish if they came out here right now, I'd be like, what's up, motherfucker? I'd be like, hey guys, I don't want to eat your, I want to use their own gun. I kill them with their own gun.
I go, oh no, guys, it's just me. It's just Scott Singleton Peterson.
Oh yeah, it is Officer Peterson. Shoot each other in the face. Shoot each other in the face now. Shoot each other in the face.
He's just doing fucking shit talking.
I don't want to do what?
And they go, oh, they got
There's only one of us.
Yeah. He goes, oh my God. He got out? He's going, oh, no.
Blow your own brains out.
I'll talk to him.
I'm just being crazy. Yeah. When he comes out here, I'll fucking show him.
Well, when that biography's named and we get all that money, it'll be nice. Kickback, because we'll sue him. Timestamp. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back with our guest. It's a good guest. It's a fun guest.
It's a funzy.
We'll be right back. It's the Bonfire.
And now, back to the Bonfire with Big J. Oakerson and Dan Soder.
We're going full alcoholic parent rock. Skinnered all day on the Bonfire, Comedy Central Radio, Sirius XM 95. I'm Dan Soder. That's Big J. Oakerson. And with us, the host of the new show, You Up! With Nikki Glaser and Tom Takar, running 10 a.m. Eastern to 7 a.m. West, Monday through Friday. Nikki Glaser's here.
Hi, guys.
Welcome back.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. Nikki Glaser.
It's good to be here. It's really cozy in here.
Last time you were here, we had a challenge of wooing you. I believe I won, and we have never, to this date, still have not had sex, even though I won.
Yeah.
With Casey and JoJo.
I thought we were going to show you my body rolls.
That was so fun. I remember that.
That was a blast.
Great.
I picked Dave Matthews knowing inside information. I think I really fucked that up.
No, it was good. It was
good. We were talking alcoholic moms before the break.
Oh, yeah. I heard you guys talking about that. I'm like, let me get in on this.
Yeah. She came in like, can we go back to that.
So did your mom get
I didn't
hammered?
get therapy this week because my voice has been giving out, so I was like, I can't do therapy. So this is it for me.
Oh, yeah.
So I would really like to talk about some stuff.
Yeah, let's get into it.
I definitely tucked my mom in many a time.
Really?
Well, one time I remember, oh God, I feel bad even saying now that I'm like, I brought it up. And
how
now,
old were you?
Well, you know,
young. My dad would go out of town and it would be on.
Yeah, my dad went out of town permanently. That's what we call dying in my house.
Where's Dad? Oh, man, he's doing that great job interview in the sky, man.
I got Mrs. Gumped. And they went,
Was your mom-
is there a Mr. Soder? He's on vacation.
Was your mom ever fun in the beginning? Like, did she, as a slippery slope, or was it instantly like not good?
It was like 2 drinks in and then you could start hearing the of like the snake tail where you're like, if I misstep here, I'm gonna catch it.
That's bad because my mom was like she was fun and like really loving and like the life of the party, and that's why we never got her help for her problem. We were like, you're the best version of yourself, but it would just get really like
that's why everybody's
catatonic.
confused. That's confused why when Dan quit drinking, everyone was like, "Why? You're fun."
You're like,
is your life falling apart? You seem like
I was so fun.
You got it all together.
Yeah, you didn't get in fights.
No, I was so fun. I just wanted to hug and buy everyone shots.
So why'd you quit?
Because I was suicidal in the mornings.
Yeah, that's why I quit. It's the hangover.
I woke up and I was like, Nikki's actually the one that got me the book, The Easy Way to Quit Drinking by Alan Carr, and it's the thing that like I push on people who think they might have a problem.
I know. Whenever I come home, it's Christine's pillow.
Yeah,
that book. I'm like, are you all right?
Yeah.
What are you going through when I'm here? Just stabbing the wood floor with a knife, going, why not? It doesn't matter anyway.
Well, because I think for so long, if you like thought about quitting drinking, it's like people were like, you're an alcoholic, you can't even smell it. In this Alan Carr book, it's a very practical approach. It works for some people.
It's so good. I use you as an example all the time, and Joe List used that book as well.
Yeah,
I did, and
he worked the program too. There's
okay.
It's funny because it's like Harvard and Yale of quitting drinking. You're like, where did you go? And you're like, Alan Carr. You're like, I worked Alcoholics Anonymous.
That's so true.
Yeah, it's just the two different ones. But your mom, no one stopped it. No one got in the way.
No, I mean, it was every time it would happen in the morning, she wouldn't talk about it, and then we would be like, my dad was like always like, why can't you just have one? And I've been hearing that since I heard it when I went back home this past Christmas.
Really?
Your mom just can't have one. And I'm like, you've been saying this for 25 years. Of course she can't.
Can you have one, Jay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes I have to be almost like arm twisted to do the one if I'm going to do none. If I plan on doing none and someone's just do one, I'm like, yeah. All right,
what's the point of one?
What's that?
I agree. I'm with that. I don't get what the point of one is.
Yeah.
But I don't get the point also of all. And Dan argues with me for Christine's sake often. You don't know why. They don't really know the answer to that question. I don't know. Like
yeah.
6 shots to me is like, I'll be fine. I'm like, I don't want to, I'll definitely throw up if we go to this far.
Yeah.
What's funny is like, where I'm from, like Colorado, you'd think I'm like anti-Semitic because I didn't grow up with a lot of Jewish people.
And you have a swastika tattoo on your chest?
That too, and Mein Kampf is my inspirational book.
That's how you quit drinking.
Yeah, that's fuck Alan Carr.
I spend my downtime translating Mein Kampf.
Yeah, I go the long way because I think he spoke a specific dialect of German. But with Jewish people, I'm always like, Jewish people, very few are raging alcoholics.
Yeah.
A lot of Jewish people can just handle booze. Just like Jews and Europeans, you guys can just kind of handle it, or it goes completely out of control. It's either like a massive problem, whereas like my family, everyone just had a problem across the board. Everyone just loved drinking, didn't stop. I don't know, is that...
My mom would get catchphrases throughout the 90s and 2000s when she drank. So when she would get to a certain... Like, she would just start firing people. That was a thing she did in the 90s. Like,
so
if she got mad at us, because we'd be like, Mom, you're drunk. And she'd be like, well, you're fired. And she would the next morning we'd be like, I got fired 3 times last night. Like, that was a rough night for my mom. She fired us.
That's so adorable.
It was really cute. And then
she goes, what's up? She goes,
whatever it was, like if you got a pizza delivered and it was like shitty, she goes, that guy's fired.
Nikki, you're fired. God damn it. You know what? I don't give a shit. Okay, fine. And then she would, for a while, she really latched on, and this is still going, she latched onto the phrase biatch, and that just comes out.
Oh, that's a bad one.
It's so bad.
An adult whipping that one at you?
How are you biatches doing? Like, it's a lot of
hammered
that.
Mom?
How
much older is your mom than you?
She was 25 when she had me.
25, yeah.
Yeah.
Mine was 20. So
my mom was 35, so my mom was talking about some fucking old school shit when she was getting hammered with me.
But did she have to turn around, like... if I saw my mom like that, I'm trying to wonder how I would react. Because I remember her being young, and in hindsight, being very young. I said just kind of like sitting on the phone all night, like talking to her friend. She was like 21, 22, 23.
Trish was going through woman problems.
Right.
She was going through bankruptcy.
But I remember my mom going through that, but it didn't seem strange to me when it was like time to get in trouble, when she was like mad or I was in trouble. It didn't seem like, what is this idiot kid? But if my mom was like sloshed all the time and she was like, you got bad grades, so you can't go out for like a week or something, or you're punished for the next 2 weeks, I'd be like, what is this goofy idiot's not going to know what's going on tomorrow?
I didn't take them seriously at all, and I didn't ever get in trouble. And
really?
Yeah, I could do whatever I wanted. I wasn't a bad kid, so I never even faced that kind of consequence, but she didn't scare me at all.
See, I was the opposite. She terrified me.
Yeah.
Because the thing about my mom, she'd get hammered, but right before she started losing control, she'd go to bed.
I think she'd go to the shop and start doing crazy shit, like putting nails into a baseball bat for when you come home. Son of a bitch is going to be home at 10 when I say be home at 10. This fucker will see. This fucker will see.
Let's see if my vampire weapon arsenal will work.
She has a Van Helsing closet. Crossbows with fucking full stakes in them.
I go, guys, I'm home 10 minutes late. Hold on, give me that cigarette. What are you doing? Checking for tripwires. I go, Trish, you clever bitch.
You clever bitch.
Were you able to bring friends home?
Log? No, I was never.
Spiked log. She goes, what is that? You go, ting. Someone just smashed your head with 2 logs.
But I look back all confidently. I go, someone's 10 minutes late. I'm psycho. She let me have people over after she kicked this specific boyfriend out, and then it was kind of like.
But did you want friends to come over? Was it something that you were like?
I never stayed at my house.
Oh.
Friday to Sunday, I'd stay at my friend Mike's house or my friend Zach's house. I'd just stay the whole weekend.
You'd go to school from?
I'd go from their house from school. So Friday when I'd go to school, I'd take a bag with me with clothes for Saturday and Sunday. I'd go keep that shit in my locker, and then Friday afternoon, my friend Mike, who's the coach for the 49ers, we'd walk to his house, and he lived near my middle school. So I'd go there, and then Sunday night, my mom would pick me up. And then I'd go home, and she'd be like, all right, let's just ride this out till Monday.
Oh, my God.
Did she ever pick you up drunk?
No. Joe did once.
That's such a weird
Joe
thing,
showed
man.
up with the fucking pint glass full of screwdriver. He was just
in the car.
My parents drove drunk all the time, I'm realizing, as a kid.
Oh my God,
we went to parties and they would carry, I remember like sleeping on the couch because I was waiting for them to leave, and they'd carry me and put me in the car and then definitely drive home drunk. And I also think my mom smoked while she was pregnant with me, because in all the time I've known my mom, she's never been able to quit for like a week, let alone 9 months when she was 25.
Your mom still smokes?
No, I mean, she quit with the book, the Alan Carr book. But like,
Alan Carr,
until that book wasn't around back in 84.
Dude, I got, what's so funny is when
she still drinks though.
She still drinks, yeah. I remember, I had an eating disorder in high school, and I got called in, like, to, the authorities got involved because my parents were kind of like in denial about it. And I remember we went to a therapy session with my mom, and I remembered this therapist, and I didn't connect the two at all. Like, why would I have an eating disorder because my mom drinks? But the therapist was like, you know, Julie, have you ever thought that maybe your drinking is the reason Nikki doesn't eat? And my mom was like, no. And she goes, well, how do you expect Nikki to start eating if you don't stop drinking? She goes, I will never ever stop drinking. Ever.
Jesus.
We're leaving. And like ripped me out of the...
I'd be like this, Mom loves booze.
Yeah, and that's what, like, that's pretty much
crazy.
like you realize, oh God, this is a strong...
Yeah, because my mom kind of at the end was like, oh shit, I think I was getting hammered too much back there. And you're like, yeah, for 6 years, a little too much.
Has anybody in here at all ever been a part of an intervention? I'm watching intervention so much
You
now.
love it.
I love it so much.
Do you
Isn't
want
it so good?
Christine, I think, starting to come around.
I mean, it is emotional for me, but I love it. Yeah.
I think it's hilarious.
Yeah, Jay likes to group watch and make fun of it.
I mean, what do you find funny about it? I mean, like, it is hilarious.
I'll tell you, bring up Hulu. I'll show you exactly which one.
I'm walking on that girl.
That's fantastic. Yeah, I do tend to watch, and this is weird.
My dad.
I do tend to watch the girl. The girls have the better ones.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because they always
the girls are the better ones.
Remember the one who got naked all the time, the blonde, who would like... Oh yeah, that one was really good. She was like hot.
Wait, really? And she just get naked?
Oh yeah, and like was living in this shack behind her dad's house and would paint the walls with crazy stuff, and got into a fight with her sister, and she's buck naked, and her sister is like fully clothed, just trying to be like.
It's like a violent fight.
Violent. It's so good.
See, I mean, it gets to the point where you're like, oh man, always the hilarious shit turns so fucking sad.
Christine, do you have Hulu up?
You just cross your
fingers.
fingers.
Tell you which one it is. You don't even know what I'm looking for yet.
They're gonna be okay at the end, and then that music plays, and it comes up like she relapsed 2 weeks later, and you're like, no, she's dead.
That's every promise I make to myself.
I want them to relapse so bad.
Oh, really?
Go to a season.
Check on the other side of the
Go to this available seasons thing. Yeah, right there. And
the girl
season
that
13, I think.
Computer Duster is the best.
Yeah, she's my favorite one because she just whacks it right in the Best Buy parking lot.
Oh my God. I never had a father.
And then when she's screaming and fighting to not go in,
and she goes, "Who's here? The po-po?" Like she's threatening them.
And also the way she fights is you're like, I think this shit gives her extra strength.
Yeah.
Because she pushed a cop off her pretty impressively.
That was nuts.
Go back.
She was funny too.
Yeah. I mean, if you're huffing computer guns, you have to have kind of a...
Go to Tiffany's. The thing I sent you, Christine, I sent this to Christine. I took a picture of it on my phone, a video on my phone when I got to it. Oh yeah. This is great.
It's playing above.
Her, and just go to, there. I have it around the part. This is my Hulu.
Oh my God, yes.
So around the part. This is why it's funny. Get to the beginning of her reading her sister her note of why she needs to go to rehab.
All right. This is from Intervention at the Bonfire SXM. We'll put up the episode. I think it's called Tiffany.
We got the volume. It's Tiffany. Yep.
Let's be honest. There's a lot of episodes called Tiffany.
Yeah.
You fought, Tiffany, and it wasn't in vain.
This is the...
I ask with all my heart.
What's her problem?
Heron.
That you get this help. You can do this.
Is that her?
Yeah, that's the junkie.
Okay. Know your limits.
Maybe her dumb half-sister can convince her.
Okay.
Let's see. Turn it up.
I'm here because I love you and I really want to see you get help, Tiffany. So I can have my sister back. We used to have so many good times together. Some things I couldn't say, but we've always had fun together. Remember when we went to that night maze and Emily lost her shoe and had to walk out barefooted with scratches all over her head? Well, that was fun.
That's my favorite thing ever on Hulu. In all of Hulu. That's my favorite thing ever. It goes, there's scratches on her. Anyway, that was fun.
Oh, man.
She's like, remember we had fun? We can't talk about all of it here, but it was fun. We did it. And
it's such a Chris Farley fucking Chris Farley. She goes, do you remember the time where you did heroin and then we got lost in the maze?
Christine, go back.
On heroin, but I'm not allowed to say you're on heroin.
Go back a little bit. There's not a break in sound coming out of her between her first 7 sentences.
You're right.
You came out there, we did that. It was fun.
It sounds like when someone's talking with the tracheotomy thing. Like, everyone.
Turn it off. Pull it away between words.
Stop it. Someone slap her elbow. She's like,
bring around the corner in 5 minutes, so be ready when I get there. When we start talking, you hear it kick into and go. He goes, "Hey, how long do you think it's going to take you to get here?"
Maybe your sister wants to read a letter.
Start a letter over. It's straight noise.
Yeah, I really want to see you get help, Tiffany.
No, you got to back up.
So I can have my sister back.
I can't. Turn it up. I want to know.
Get this done. Here she goes.
Okay. Today I'm here because I love you and I really want to see you get help, Tiffany. So I can have my sister back. We used to have so many good times together.
I'm here because
This is a treasure.
I'm surprised she didn't do the Ace Ventura breath before. She goes, I'm ready to read my letter.
Remember when you got and my feet were stretched up all over and over? Yeah, well, that was fun.
Oh, fuck.
Does Tiffany get help ultimately? Does that letter convince her?
Oh, yeah, she got sober.
Okay, and is she still sober?
Yeah, Jay's really playing for the other.
I mean, since 2012.
Oh, there we go, yeah.
Jay always bets. Tiffany completed 100
you started going to, like, Haiti and doing all kinds of good shit. So boring.
I love it. I mean, that is such an embarrassing thing to have to see yourself on tape. One time, I realized, like, my mom doesn't know how she acts when she's drunk.
Oh, you
like,
Hasselhoffed her.
And so I did. I filmed her, and then the next day I showed her, and she got sober for like months because of how she saw she behaved, and it works.
That's why Christine's currently not drinking. She's been going for a long time.
Why? What happened?
She's been a bunch. I filmed her for 45
Day
minutes.
after Skankfest, Rich Boss roast, and I just like worked all week, and I went and I just got fucking wasted.
Yeah.
And Jay left. And I followed him home, like, afterwards in a different cab, and he just took a video of me on the stoop smoking and talking drunk shit. I watched it the next day and just was mortified and started crying and, like, I was like, I just never, ever, ever, ever want to be that person ever.
Yeah. Did you read the book?
Yeah. I'm reading.
Do you find it helpful?
I do find it helpful. I haven't. It's weird because it's like I'll read
goes
it a
good with
little
a glass
bit
of
at a
brandy.
time.
The book goes good with a glass of brandy.
I had a wine dream last night. I had a dream that me and Jay were hanging out, and I was like, I'll just have a glass of wine. Let's, not make a big deal out of it. And I woke up this morning like, did I drink wine last night?
I have cigarette dreams.
I have those too.
I'm like smoking. I smoked like 3 cigarettes, and I was like,
And I'm not.
I had a dream I blew a guy at an adult theater. Is that something?
It could be.
You think I miss it? I thought I was over it.
And when it came, I looked
read
up,
a book.
Alan Carr, yeah.
When I looked up, it was Alan Carr coming on my face. Is that bad? What happened?
Easy way to quit sucking cock.
Yeah, and he said there is no easy way because you got a taste for it.
Once you got blood in the system, you need it.
Oh, you're gonna have a Pavlovian response to hard dick. Should we take our
When's
last?
Alan Carr's Me Too moment coming?
He's dead.
He's dead.
So
thank God.
That was his moment. Let's take our final break, and when we come back, should we talk dongs?
Dongs. Yeah, absolutely.
You want to talk dongs? We'll be right back on the Bonfire. Nikki Glaser's hanging out. Check out her show, You Up! With Tom Thakar. I always Thakar.
Yeah.
Okay, we were calling him like a Star Trek villain, Thakar, because we thought
that's close to. A lot of people say Thacker. So
that's what I said for a while.
That's all right. He used to be Tom Brady.
I know. That was way easier on my simple white ears. Her show is 10 a.m. to noon Eastern, 7 a.m. to 9. Do you say Pacific or Western?
Either.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah. Well, that's Monday through Thursdays right here on Comedy Central Radio, Sirius XM 95. In fact, their first show is today. So their second show is tomorrow. So you should listen to that. Be on board from the beginning. It's Bonfire. We'll be right back.
And now, back to the Bonfire with Big J. Oakerson and Dan Soder.
Trying to go see Lewitzky's trying to go see his side family right on us.
Oh, he's flat out going.
He's just flat out going. It's the Bonfire, Comedy Central Radio, Sirius XM 95. I'm Dan Soder. That's Big J. Oakerson. Joining us, the other original programming on this channel, the first morning show on this channel, You Up! With Nikki Glaser. Nikki Glaser hanging out.
Remember we said the only way it can be done is You Up! Yeah. Or we said if a black guy's telling you you're next on a show, it goes, You Up?
Yeah, that's what we're doing. Better get ready. You Up.
What do you want me to say?
Because Jacob.
That's also what it could be called.
What do you want me to say? I don't know what to call it. That's what our show's almost called. I don't know what to call it. Well, I don't know what to call it.
Did you have a blast in your first day today?
I did. Wait, hold on. How did you guys come up with the Bonfire? Because it is a great name.
Jay came up with it. Jay gets full credit. What happened was when we were going through our contract stuff, we just want to call it Big J and Soder, but they were like, because of the situation I needed for the contract, they're like, we're not going to put Soder's name on it. So let's come up with an evergreen name. So originally we sought out a bunch of names, but Jay was like, it should be like we're hanging out. So it's like a bonfire.
It's so good.
And then Comedy Central came back and was really cool, and they're like, hey, we'll still put Dan's name on it.
Yeah.
So
because we gave it a name. Like the show, an actual name, they'll let us both have our names be.
Right. Yeah.
But they wouldn't let it be
they wouldn't let it be our two names.
Show,
yeah.
Got it.
Because our test show is called the Dan Soder Show with very special guest and something because of, again,
try getting that on a t-shirt.
Right.
Yeah, try getting a t-shirt. But it is like, cause of contract, stupid shit.
Right. Well, it worked out.
Yeah.
It all worked out. We're all here.
I like the sound effects. I feel like I'm at a bonfire.
That's pretty good.
There's usually the name that you call your listeners is great.
Yeah, there's some smoke inhalation. Oh, have you came up
now you're challenging Black Lou, who's jumping in here for DJ Lou. What if Black Lou's the shit?
Oh, man.
What if he just mega mixes everything we've ever done right now?
Grandmaster flashes it where he's like doing it and gets in line and comes back. What are you going to call your fans?
I don't know. Uppers?
Oh, that's great.
That could be good.
Yeah, uppers is good. Uppities, the uppers.
And people who don't like us are fucking downers, man.
Yeah. What were we going to call the other ones besides campers? It was burnouts.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. You know what? Way happier when it was campers.
Campers is so cute.
It's adorable.
I really love it.
It's also fun to see like dudes, like truck drivers, be like, I'm a camper.
Oh, yeah.
Hey! When they come up out of the shows.
Card-carrying camper.
And you go, what? It'd have been weird if like, I'm a burnout. You're like, yeah, I know. You're like, oh, wait. Oh, God, it means something else.
I'm a burnout. You can see my teeth are all fucked up. Been taking showers where you gotta wait to take a number.
I'm not gonna lie, I wish y'all would have went with a softer name for your fan base.
It would have been cuter, probably. When we came in, we said we wanted to talk to you about, I had a question when I came because I saw the Stan posted a picture of you.
Oh, God. I'm so ashamed.
On stage.
With my dog.
With a little dog. Yeah. And I was like, there it is. That's the sign that someone's making, when a girl comic's making a little bit of money, that dog's coming everywhere.
No, it's
got a therapy vest.
Oh, God, it's so embarrassing. But I just hadn't walked them that day, and I wanted to get a walk across town, and so I walked them, and I go, and I've been bringing her on stage because I take her on the road with me, and I do a bit, like, just describing what she looks like, because she's so fucking crazy looking, and the bit works without seeing her, and then one night, my opener was like, why don't you just bring her on, she's backstage, like, it would be so funny to see her.
Did you think the dog talked him into saying that? The dog was like, I just want to get out there.
She just falls asleep, and she's so disgusting, and there's like tar coming out of her eyes, and she's hilarious looking, and it's a prop, and I'm embarrassed.
But and, the picture that we have up on the screen right now, it looks like you tried to sneak her into a movie and she popped out. Where she was like,
oh no, I'm just a giant pursley.
Yeah. I think Nikki's made up of small dogs. I think Nikki is 6 small dogs inside a trench coat.
I'm so fucking glad they die in like 10 years because I can't.
Well, at least here's the thing is like.
There's such burdens. I regret it. I love it, but I regret it.
Yeah, totally. That's why me and Dan had this talk.
Yeah.
Where I'm not, I think dogs are adorable and cute, but I'm like, I don't want the responsibility of, I have a daughter I have to take care of.
Yeah.
That's enough.
You have a real life thing. For those of us
hey, you don't know how hard it is, Dan.
You're a dog parent. Yeah, but it is one of those things where I understand you have a child. I said,
oh, you know what it is? You guys come from alcoholics, so you just want something to love that's not going to let you down like a dog.
Yeah.
You're so right.
I mean, that's, if you want to get real, absolutely.
I got a Christine.
Guess who didn't get you got a Christine and
she's my
a daughter.
companion. And by the way, if I put a vest on it, let her fly for free. She's my therapy girlfriend.
He goes, sorry, guys, I gotta go
Christine, why would you bring up my moment now?
You know what's funny is...
Oh my God.
This is me live at the Apollo. I'm on stage holding a little dog.
That's Jay with a little dog, which we'll also tweet
out.
That
looks like my dog.
It's dish rag.
At the Bonfire SXM. What I was going to say is, you have a thunder vest for Christine when the lightning's out. Christine gets crazy. I got to put this vest on her. She's like,
I'm like, Christine, can you run and grab me an e-cig from the store? And she goes, you didn't turn off the fence. I can't.
Wait, whose dog is that?
That's our friend Michelle's dog, and I've run all over city with her with a little dog in a bag.
That is a good dog.
So Christine's on board with the little
dish rag.
Yeah, you want a dog like that to bring around.
I think that it would just become very. I mean,
I'm sorry,
I don't want kids either.
If I can give you any advice, I have a dog that's like 20 pounds, and then I have a dog like that's like 6 pounds. I would have that dog, the 6-pounder, for life. It's so easy. She doesn't require a lot of walking. She shits little things. Like, she's just easy. But the 20-pounder just is like takes it to a new level, and I can't wait till he's gone.
You have 2 dogs.
Yes.
Well, that's a lot.
Yeah. It's too much.
Yeah.
Why
don't you just give one of them?
Well, I got the second dog. The first dog I was fine with, whatever. And then I got the second dog because I was like, I saw that I was going to be on the road or off the road for a bit. And I was like, oh, I'll just do a foster situation and find this dog a home. I cannot get attached. And I didn't for a while. I was just like, get rid of this thing. And then no one wanted her. And then eventually I was like, I can do 2, and I can't do 2.
See, I want a 100-pound dog. I want a big old guy.
Yeah.
And that's a lot.
Dan wants a big doofus to look at on the couch with.
Those are great.
I want a basset hound. I love bring up basset hounds. God, they're the best.
What are we doing watching the Niners today?
I go, yes, you're goddamn right. We are, Cleo.
I love it.
Oh,
Clem.
man.
It's gotta be Clem.
Clem or Clarence.
People, I just realized this, my friend told me.
Look at that. Look at that guy. You're telling me none of you guys want to be on a couch with that guy?
Isn't that a tattoo you get when you kill somebody in Hostel?
Is it? That's pretty cool.
My goodness.
This is me. That's not a good chow chow.
Get a different chow chow.
That is a very good Dan. That is a perfect.
These people will be finding.
That's me as a dog.
These people will be finding out on Thursday. I believe Thursday's Lost Tapes. This is how we come to the conclusion that
the prequel.
Me and Dan are a chow chow and a golden retriever.
What would you?
But that's not a good chow chow for it.
No, bring up a real chow chow for Nikki to show her full J.
That's the one Christine wants.
J. That's little J.
Don't show her the J you want. Show her the J you got.
Yeah. There he is.
Oh, yeah, that is you.
Yeah.
Well, that's such a cutie.
Yeah, a lot of accoutrement. Put a wallet chain on that thing. It's mine. I want to take you to Maury Povich. Yeah, I'm the dad.
Yeah, that hair around his neck is your fingerless gloves. Its whole fur is a fingerless glove with its head coming out.
I always play this game like, what animal are you? I don't know that I'm a dog, but I definitely relate to a camel.
No, okay. I
feel like I have a camel.
If you were a dog, what do you feel you would be?
I don't know.
Jacob's definitely a terrier. Can you bring in Scottish terrier?
Oh my gosh, yes.
Just type in Scottish terrier and tell me it's not Jacob.
Scottish terrier?
A gray Scottish terrier? Watch. When it hits, you're gonna be like, oh, that's Jacob.
Hey, guys.
No,
I'm sorry. Jacob's like a Chihuahua.
But I don't even think a Chihuahua. I think he's one of the little.
Look at him right there, that gray one in the middle.
No.
How about a Jack Russell?
Oh, you could be a Jack Russell.
No, what's the little tiny ones that... why am I drawing a blank now? It's a terrier, too.
I know, it's hard. I'm looking at types of dogs to see what I am.
It's a little terrier, too. It's a fucking...
What do you think you would be, Jacob?
I'll take the Jack Russell.
Yeah, that's definitely Jacob.
Yeah, that's good.
Hey, you know what? Jacob probably is a Jack Russell. He runs all over the place.
He goes, guys, you gotta be upstairs in 10 minutes. Also, Uber doesn't want us to do live reads anymore because of how you read them.
Run around like a maniac.
Oh, God, I gotta go.
That's such a cutie.
Yeah, all right.
He's gonna start doing wall flips when we go to Kenny Rogers.
I'm a Lhasa Apso.
You found what? A Lhasa Apso?
A Lhasa Apso. Lhasa. Yeah.
That's what you think you are?
Oh, wow. That's like, Nikki, do you remember Go-Go, my walking pup?
Yes!
Go-Go, my walking pup was one of these.
Yes!
All right, you know what? I see it.
Like.
I can see it. I definitely see it.
Look at that dog's hair. It's like Farrah Fawcett.
Yeah.
Maybe I wish I were a Lhasa.
Yeah, because a dog that somebody...
Beautiful dog.
A dog that somebody combs 1,000 strokes on your hair every day.
You get Marsha braided. I got a Marsha Brady in my hair.
Yes, Jacob. What are you going to do? Climb a wall? You want to get on a ledge?
Can I be a cowboy?
Can you please find a Jack Russell in a cowboy outfit?
Yes,
my God.
You definitely can.
Please, because that's Jacob to a T. Christine, I'm trying to think of what kind of dog you would be. What do you think you would be?
A cat.
Wow, all right.
No.
Really?
Whenever it goes left,
you think you would describe yourself as someone who's jittery and springs into action really quick? All right.
I have no idea. It's not anything I've ever
she's saying
thought
cat
about
because she shits in a box. That's why.
That's the thing.
I make her shit in a box.
Jay, what dog annoys you the most?
Oh, that's a good one. That would be a Chihuahua. But you're not, it's not energetic annoyance that you bring to the table. It's a different kind of annoyance. You're more like, what dog has to pee 7,000 times a night?
Wait, what is this one? Hold on. This is so hard.
I wanted to be a Shiba Inu, but then I realized those
those are the best.
Yeah,
they're the prettiest.
Tiny wolves, but I realized I'm just a golden retriever.
Yeah.
Black Lou, what are you? An owl? Don't let him be a dog at all.
I'm a Samoyed, I feel.
A what?
A Samoyed.
Bring it up, Christine.
Bring it up.
Like a browner version, obviously. Of a
The Girl Scout cookie?
Oh, that's a Samoan.
Oh, right.
That's a Pacific Islander. Samoyed? Like a black Samoan. Okay.
Lou, this white envy of yours. You couldn't have picked a dog. You're like a darker version. She didn't even look up, what. Yeah, there we go. Jesus.
But they're show dogs and they're snow dogs. They're beautiful, you know?
Yeah, they are. Very elegant.
Oh, you're saying snow dogs.
Someone,
No, you get they're snow dogs, like they're around white people a lot the way Black Lou likes to be. Crushing that white puss.
if you'll start to notice that people talk to their dog like they project their own what they're thinking onto their dog. So like people will be like, whatever their dog says about you, like their dog, like this guy the other day in Starbucks was like, oh, he loves women. He loves women. I'm like, you love women.
Yeah,
like people just do.
Oh, he loves getting a blowjob back in the freezer section.
Me, I'm not really a coffee guy, but Puddles here wants a frappuccino with your
Oh, look at Oliver. Oliver wants to know if you want to fuck without a condom after the first date.
What you saying? What? You do? I smell pussy too. You guys smell pussy? Somebody coming here from a job?
That is weird when dogs like go to your crotch and then everyone's like, you can't address it, but it's
I always go like this. I go, huh? How you doing? I go, oh, you put some chum in the water, huh?
Oh no, that's he smells the treats.
Oh God, when Lou Witzke gets back, Black Lou, I'm not going to put you on the spot. We wanted to play a game with you, a game that we invented called Wet Pussy Getting Fingered or Dog Drinking Water.
Oh my God. I am so excited about this.
But we gotta wait for Lou because he has the drops. It's fun. We basically found out they make the same noise.
Oh my God, yes.
I was telling a story and it was like, versus,
And when a puss gets really wet, it starts getting, it's a weird thing starts happening.
Yeah. So we're blown away. So when Lou
I'm gonna start getting turned on when I like feed my dog.
It's like a weird
it's like saying, oh God, do you want another glass of water?
Keep eating.
So, it sounds like, yeah, it's like when a tongue gets like suctioned to the bottom of your mouth and you go,
yeah.
It's such a weird, like, yeah.
I got some porn tips from you guys. I did Bing.
Yeah, that's Jacob's.
Yep.
That's Jacob's
and
jam.
And then Lobster Tube. I was getting a lot of gay stuff on there.
Well, you can unclick gay and she-mail stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
And then there was a lot of stuff that I was like scared by. Like I was seeing too many like violent things.
Really?
And I'm into some violent stuff, but
what
like,
are you looking? But you gotta click.
She goes, I was looking for snuff porn.
You have to go to Lobster Tube with an idea of what you want to watch.
Right. I was looking like gangbang.
Yeah.
And it was, and then you know what I did? It was like, I like big cock, like ones where the girls
Me too.
like, yeah. And
but is it the one where the girl always, on the preview shot, the girl's always surprised and like,
what?
It's so big! And you're like, that's clearly a fake penis.
Are they fake?
No, just a gigantic.
No, those crazy ones.
Yeah,
where they shoot like 2 gallons.
Right.
Yeah, the super soaker loads.
But what's cool also about it is any keywords you plug in, the first order of the videos they present to you are like, it's like by popular.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
So that's
so you know the hits. You get the hits.
Right.
That's why I feel real hipster by the time I get to the 4th page. I start playing some real fucking...
But exactly, why you get...
real B-sides.
But once you get through the hits of a thing you wanted to see, which, you know, you can go back to it and always jump to page 2 or 3 if you found your clip somewhere in the beginning there.
Yeah.
But once you get tired of like, you know what, I don't know if I was on page 7 or 8 yesterday, so I'm not gonna go back. Then you just go up and click the the ones for like the most recent ones. So then it reorders them into just the most recent. You just get a different look at the page. And then you can then duration is the other one. So you can get the longer ones.
If you want a quick clip.
But I do believe, there's a thing on top that's like you can do like male, like straight.
Right, I figured that out eventually. And then it kept resetting and I kept getting
because when you jump, it opens another bar and then it stays.
There was a lot of pop-ups too, I felt.
A lot of pop-ups.
A lot of pop-ups at Lobster too. That's why Bing is so good.
Everything.
Jacob.
I feel like there's so much porn, but there's just like not good stuff. Like so much of it is crap.
It's almost like
shit.
It's a lot.
You spend so much time looking for the right video. I feel like
you know what it is. It's like music. It's all basically the same. Sure, it's popular, but there's not really a lot going out and doing new stuff.
Yeah.
I started now studying Christine one that if I find a goodie, I'm like, oh, hey, check this out.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
I gave you 2, I think, when I was in Charlotte. I sent 2 over.
Yeah.
This is good.
You should share them because it's hard to find good ones. And then you lose them and you go, I can never get that back. I don't even know what led me to that one.
I have a running Google Doc.
I do I have a running email that I keep sending myself back and forth.
You guys are so organized.
Wait, what?
Off.
You have a running Google Doc of what?
Of vid links I like.
Yeah.
For you, really? Of your porn you look at?
You're just finding this out?
I had no idea.
You did?
You did?
There's only a couple videos on there, but it's ones where I'm like, I want to find that again.
Really?
Yeah.
I want to know what they are.
Aren't you? How happy are you right now?
Can you bring up the Google Doc? Can we see what they are?
Yeah, let's see a couple.
Oh, that's getting real personal. What were you going to ask?
I was home videos.
Yeah.
A lot of times I'm surprised at how many links go dead. Like they take down the video and then you can never find it again.
Well, what I do
makes me furious too when you click one and it says it's been taken down by whoever, because especially I like to look at a lot of like the things that look real.
Yes.
Like the videotape shit.
Oh, right.
Oh, this one's
like,
gonna be hot.
The homemade stuff, you know. I like to look at that stuff, and when that's ripped down, you're like, oh, I wish I would have seen it, because that means, you know, that was like somebody go like, hey, get that the fuck off the internet.
Yeah,
I
love the like massage ones where you're like, she didn't know this is happening.
Oh,
like,
they film themselves getting hand jobs.
You know what's weird? You guys are gonna see
No, I like when the girl's getting something done to her.
Oh, that makes more sense.
Yeah.
But you know what's crazy is I'm like the opposite end of you guys. I like a nice professionally done clip.
Well lit.
Oh, he likes it well lit.
Yeah, I like
pros. A cookie cutter pro even.
I mean, you know, if you want to call it that, sure. I like
that's what it is. That's why I said the thing with pro porn is they're all just like it's the same
big tits
chick, but brunette or blonde. That's it. It's
I
the
really
same
like.
Thing.
And I don't know how it must be popular because it's a whole thing, but I like bondage stuff. Like I like where they're like in a dungeon somewhere. Yeah.
They made 3 movies about it.
What do you mean?
50 Shades of Grey shit.
Oh, yeah.
That's
is that for women, though? Are mainly women consuming that kind of?
Only women are. Oh, bondage or 50 Shades
when
of Grey?
when the woman's all tied up and guys are like doing stuff to her.
Yeah.
Sorry, those dungeony gangbangs.
Oh, yeah, where they're chasing the girl around and she's like kind of scared.
Well, they have the ones that do get pretty violent. No, they have the ones that do get pretty, like, it's pretty, like, mean the way they're doing it.
Yeah.
But that's,
is that weird that's my line in porn where I'm like, hey, guys.
No, that's normal.
But one of those, that Cameron Bay girl that was on Tool Academy on VH1.
Yeah.
Wait, I watched that show.
I loved
she was a girl.
Good.
I loved it.
Wait, we used to get high and watch Tool Academy.
Yeah, okay, I remember that.
It was Astoria.
It was one of my favorites when it was on.
Didn't we do a bet? Weren't we going to do a pool?
Yes.
Yeah, we were going to do a Tool. Me, you and Justin Silver were going to do a Tool Academy report. Oh,
yeah, Justin loved it too. But we,
I love Tool Academy.
But a girlfriend from Tool Academy.
Bring back Tool Academy.
Started doing porn.
Can you bring her
One of the guys got Cameron Bay, but she only did like 3 scenes. One of them, she only did like 3 or 4 porn scenes, but one of them was that like kind of violent gangbang.
Like a brutal.
And odds are that's cause she got AIDS in the industry.
No
HIV.
fucking way.
Yeah. So it's like
dear God.
It's like you know it's one of those 3 scenes. And I said I used to follow. I said this on the show. I think I used to follow her on Twitter. Simply because I was like, oh, it's a porn star, whatever. And she would post stuff, and I thought she was like, she's odd looking hot.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? Like, she's definitely weird looking, but,
oh my God.
But she's, but I thought it was more because she was on VH1. I was intrigued by like, oh, you had this kind of like.
That should be a category, like, contracted AIDS.
Oh, dude, what a dark search that is. They go, do you mean blood diseases?
I'll tell you what,
No.
They may have pulled it down because
I mean, that is crazy.
Bang it up!
Christina, I don't want to be this guy, but I think gangbang, look it up as one word.
Please. It is one word. Unless you're trying to clean up the streets of LA.
And you gotta take off. You have to take off the thing that stops you from seeing the videos.
Oh yeah, it's called the safe search.
Yeah,
I know.
Turn safe search off.
Shout out to Jacob. Thanks, bud.
Jake.
I think if you listen back to like the beginning of our show, there's times where he goes to Bing stuff and I threaten violence on Jacob. And how Bing has changed my life.
But wait, I'll finish telling you. So you have the thing. I was following her on Twitter.
Yeah.
And, she was just kind of funny because like she would get into weird fights with people. And
Yeah.
I was just like, of all things I would look at, which is rare on Twitter, like she was more interesting.
And a quick side note, my favorite thing with porn stars is when you see them flip out on Twitter. I followed a couple of porn stars and they would like flip out and you would see those subtweets and you're like, oh man. Hey.
Yeah, this is, so wait, let this play in the background while I tell you. Wait, no, turn it up. Can you turn it up, Black Lou? We should hear what's happening. This is AIDS happening.
Whoa, ow, ow.
She contracted AIDS during the scene?
It's
Is that her on top?
No, that's her on the bottom. She's
No
the one.
way, really?
Yeah.
It looks like an arcade with all the games cleared out.
Oh my god, it really
does. It really does. Like a boardwalk arcade.
Yeah.
Well, anyway.
It's like the set of Comedy Knockout.
One day, that's great. Where's Damian Lemon? He's there.
That's definitely a true TV production. Jesus.
Yeah, getting whipped right in the puss. But she on Twitter one day goes like, oh Christ, like I have to go get a blood test now because another idiot in porn decides to go, to Brazil and raw dog, whatever. She like writes some things like some other idiot just, fucked
she's like,
without a condom.
What an inconvenience.
So she goes like, so everybody in the business now has to run it. It's like the thing now. They call for a thing that if you're going to perform, I guess with a license, you have to go get the test. And then it was just nothing on her Twitter for a while, and then they say, and the next thing's like months later. The next thing, so it just goes like, later dildos, going to get my AIDS test, and then it's just like from months later, like, thank everyone for their support and how much they're like, shit.
Gee, and it's from is that a little kid? Who's the fucking guy to the left?
That's a little person.
Oh.
I was like,
they call him Lil AIDS.
Lil AIDS. Yeah. They go, Hiv, get over here. I'm sorry, what's his nickname?
Lil AIDS.
Yeah, I'm into these kind of things, I think. Public disgrace.
I mean, her boobs look so uncomfortable.
I mean, that I don't like. I don't like all of that, and when they clip things on your vagina.
No, to me, it's just watching this is very funny after I watched her go on a VH1 show and be like, you gotta respect me and start treating me right, Tool Academy guy.
Bring her up on Tool Academy so we can see where it's like, you know what? You need to get your shit together or I'm moving on to an empty arcade with midgets with dicks on sticks. Like I'm some sort of sun god.
Like, what is that one dick on a stick? Like, okay, we already had one. Why does that guy need to get
I go like this. This is fun.
I'll tell you what, if I was the guy underneath fucking her was happening and somebody else was dick sticking her in the, I'm like, hey dude.
Hey, I
got it.
I'm here.
Like, wait a second, let me get out of there.
It's so weird.
You're sort of dick sticking me, man.
This has such a vibe of.
These guys are holding a beer too.
Yeah, this has such a vibe of a fuck petting zoo.
Yes, all the kids. Like, that's so funny.
They're treating her like a baby yak.
Like, oh, I want to touch her clit. Let me rub her clit. Ooh.
Can we feed it? Feed it dick.
Yeah. Oh, she's got her shirt in my puss. She got my shirt in her puss.
Oh my god.
Yeah, they always congratulate them like they just did a fucking jump.
I think this one particularly too, there's always like a little interview afterwards where like, it was fun, I guess.
Oh, they always do that to like show that there was consent.
Sure.
Yeah, I think that's... But yeah, like I had so much fun today, and they sound like children.
But they have so much fun today with this mascara just like down the face. No, I mean, I stopped crying about an hour ago.
It's funny just if you're the roommate and you're like, hey, are you going to keep having your weird gangbang downstairs? I wanted to play PlayStation.
Oh, Christine, register.
Hey, register right now. Or
no, I mean register to do it. You got to learn a lesson. You got to learn how gentle I am. You said I'm being too rough, but there's rough in the world.
And Christine, you have to help me out with my dick on a stick business that I'm launching. Are you at a public display of?
But you don't want to pull your own dick out? Well,
hi, I'm Dan's dick on a stick.
The only collapsible dick on a stick in the entire dick market. Now, sharks, if you hear me out, I'm looking for 10% stake.
And what will you give me? And I'll give you 25% for $250,000 investment seed to this.
I guess the only question to ask now is, who wants to get dick on a stick.
Yeah. I go, who's a size queen?
Lori.
Yeah, Lori, I'm looking at you.
I don't enjoy a dick in me, so I'm out.
For that reason, I'm out.
I'm out. He goes, no, man, that dick ain't black. I'm out.
The lady with the short hair, man, that's a real ball chomp.
Barbara.
Oh, DeRosa wants a shot at that title in the worst way.
Really?
Oh, he was telling me that we were watching Shark Tank. He stayed in my house. He stayed in my house last week.
DeRosa watches Shark Tank and talks about who he's going to fuck. He goes, normally I do Cuban, but this short-haired one.
Oh, yeah. He likes her position of power and her old face and hair.
I love Joe.
He likes seeing like a hand that looks like a road map wrapped around his thing.
I love it.
Joe's had his dick pounded by more turquoise jewelry than you can imagine.
Yeah.
He's like an old oil magnate's wife. Yeah. He's all about it. Barbara Corcoran of the Corcoran firm.
I love that DeRosa, that's where he is at, where he wants to get banged out by that.
That is so weird.
Nikki,
DeRosa's always liked an old broad.
Yeah, we're going to have you back on so you can play dog drinking water or wet pussy getting fingered.
God.
We don't have, wait a second. DJ Lou said he'd be back. What happened?
I don't know, he just fucking
Did Sebastian take them all up?
Wait, what is this?
He just Gary'd us.
What is
Stanford. Oh, we definitely have to have you back on.
God damn it. Nikki, we might need you to come back on tomorrow.
Yeah.
Guys, I would love to come back.
I'm telling
Anytime.
you. I'm telling you, listen, it's your choice if you want to come back tomorrow, but I'm telling you, a subject I forgot we did want to talk to you about.
God damn
this thing right here.
I have no idea what that.
Shooting happens at a comedy club. That comedy club, the all new Stanford Son.
There's a new one?
He opened a new one. It's just an open mic.
God, he will not die.
Come on.
It's an open mic. It's a local open mic.
I'm bulletproof, baby.
Oh my God.
No, you can't take me down because I always block bullets with the dogs.
Nikki Glaser's brand new morning show. You up!
Can I say this is the T-shirt right here? By the way,
yeah, like a Run the Jewels. You need to do a Run the Jewels theme,
you up,
but like you
that's
up,
so
you
good.
up. That's good. That's real good, Jay. Brand new morning show. You up
like that
with Nikki Glaser and Tom.
You up?
Stealing that.
I keep.
Sorry.
Thacker? Not Takar. Takar. Tom Takar. 10 a.m.
It's
Eastern.
like Drakkar. It's spelled like that.
It actually is spelled exactly like that. And that'll actually help. Monday through Thursday, 10 a.m. to noon Eastern, 7 to 9 a.m. Pacific.
And then if you're mountain, that would...
If you're mountain, that's actually 8
Mountain
to 10.
Central?
I grew up mountain, so let's not shit on it. Guys, I'm pretty serious because I don't really like where you're going, and this is upsetting me. You can also see Nikki Glaser at Comics at Mohegan Sun this Friday and Saturday. Big J is going to be at Zany's in Chicago, downtown Thursday and Friday, Rosemont Saturday, and then you can catch him at Denver Comedy Works, one of the greatest clubs of all time. March
Central?
8th. Yeah, March 8th.
Mountain.
It's mountain time.
You're right.
March 8th through March 11th. For tickets and other tour dates, go to bigjcomedy.com.
Dan Soder at Helium, St. Louis, March 1st through the 3rd. And after that, you can catch him at Zany's in Nashville, March 8th through March 11th, doing the late shows. I'm excited to go there.
Yeah, hell yeah. I'll be splitting the weekend with Best Selling, so I'm doing the late shows Friday and Saturday.
Get tickets for that and all Dan shows at dansoder.com. Nikki, thank you so much.
Thank you guys.
Good luck with the show.
Good luck with everything on the show, and we'll talk to you very soon. And we'll talk to you guys tomorrow.
Hell yeah.
On the Bonfire. Crackle, 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 crackle.